Well, hello, beautiful family and friends, and welcome back to Meaningful Moments with May. This is a space where we get to realign, recalibrate, and reconnect with what truly matters so that you can create a life that feels more meaningful, more intentional, and more aligned with who you truly are. And I'm your hostess, May Caleb, and I'm so grateful that you're here with me. Today, we're continuing our Invisible Influence series. Over the last few weeks, we've explored the energy within our personal energy field and the importance of energetic boundaries. And if you've been following along, you may have started noticing something. You may be becoming more aware of your emotions, more aware of your environment, and more aware of how different people and situations affect you. And with that awareness often comes a question: can I trust what I'm feeling? So today, we're exploring what it means to become energetically aware and how to begin trusting your inner knowing without becoming overwhelmed by it. So take a deep breath. Let's begin. Most of us were taught to doubt ourselves. One of the reasons self-trust feels difficult is that many of us were taught to look outside of ourselves for answers. We learn to trust experts, authority figures, the opinions of others, expectations of others, the rules. And while external guidance can be valuable, many people slowly lose connection with their own internal guidance system. They begin questioning, am I imagining this? Am I overreacting? Am I being too sensitive? Can I trust myself? Over time, self-doubt becomes louder than intuition. And eventually, many people stop listening altogether. That's because intuition is often quieter than fear. It really is. And one of the biggest misconceptions is that intuition arrives as a dramatic voice like a thundering bolt from the sky. Most often, it doesn't. Intuition tends to be subtle, a knowing, a nudge, a feeling, a sense of expansion or contraction, a quiet inner whisper. Fear, on the other hand, is usually much louder. Fear demands certainty. Fear creates urgency. Fear tells stories. Fear spirals, and intuition tends to feel calmer. Not necessarily comfortable, but clear. And one of the practices of energetic awareness is learning to recognize the difference. So, what does intuition feel like? Everyone experiences intuition differently. For some people, it's a feeling in the body. For others, it's a knowing or an image, a word, or a sense. You might notice a feeling of peace, a sense of openness, a deep knowing without evidence, a subtle nudge, a feeling that something aligns or doesn't. The important thing is not to compare your experience to someone else's experience. Your intuition speaks to you in a language unique to you. The invitation is to become familiar with it, and your body can be an important messenger. One of the easiest ways to begin developing energetic awareness is through your body. Your body is constantly providing information. Notice when you feel relaxed. Notice when you feel tense. When do you feel energized? When do you feel drained? When do you feel expansive? When do you feel contracted and small? The body often notices things before the mind understands them. So this is why slowing down matters. Awareness requires presence. Many people dismiss what they feel because they cannot explain it. But not everything meaningful can be measured immediately. Think about love, connection, beauty, grief, joy. We experience these things deeply, even though they aren't always visible. And the same is true for intuition. Trust begins when we stop arguing with our experience long enough to explore it, not blindly believing every thought, not abandoning discernment, but remaining open, curious, present. One personal experience that I can share for example purposes is driving down the road with multiple ways to get where I'm going. My initial thought would be, oh, go this way. But then a nudging thought says, go that way. And every time, without fail, I do not honor that intuition, something happens. I either get stuck in road construction, traffic, or with a flat tire. It's no joke. So I've learned to listen, but when I do listen, I am greeted by a sea of green lights, hardly any traffic, and occasionally the opportunity to assist another human being. So becoming energetically aware doesn't mean assuming every feeling is intuition. This is where discernment comes in. You can simply ask yourself, is this fear? Is this anxiety? This one's important. Is this old conditioning? Or is this a deeper knowing? Sometimes the answer won't come immediately, and that's okay. Discernment, like intuition, develops through practice. The more you listen, observe, and reflect, the clearer your internal signals become. So here's a simple intuition practice you can try the next time you're facing a decision. Push the pause button. Take a few slow, deep grounding breaths like I show you on this program every week, and place your hand on your heart space and ask, what feels most aligned right now? Don't force an answer, just simply notice. What happens in your body? What emotions arise? What feels open? What feels constricted? You see, awareness often reveals more than overthinking ever will. As I love to do, let's take a moment for reflection here and take a slow, deep, grounding breath. Breathing in through your nose and exhaling through your mouth slowly like you're blowing out a straw. And just allow yourself to settle into wherever you are and gently ask, where have I been ignoring my inner knowing? When have I known something before I could explain it? What signals does my body give me? What might change if I trusted myself a little more? Just listen and notice. Trust the process. And as we come in for a landing today, I want to leave you with this reminder. Your intuition is not something you have to create. It's something you learn to hear. The wisdom you're seeking may already be within you, beneath the noise, beneath the fear, beneath the conditioning. And every time you pause, listen, and honor your experience, you strengthen your relationship with yourself. That relationship is the foundation of self-trust. I want to thank you for spending this meaningful moment with me today. If the episode resonated with you, please like and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to share it with someone who can appreciate this message too.